Well, it all happened a long time ago. About 2,000 years ago, in fact. Where?
In a small country called Israel.
Yes. And more specifically, in a small town called Nazareth.
In a little house.
Yes. A little house in which lived a young girl named...
Mary! Mary was not married, but she was going to be real soon to a good man named Joseph.
You're doing very well, Cherub. Take it away.
Well, one day, something amazing happened to Mary. An angel of the Lord, whose name is Gabriel, who, by the way, is a very important angel. In fact, he's one of the most important angels. He has a very special place with God, and boy, do I like to hear stories about him.
Cherub?
Oops, sorry. Oh yes. An angel of the Lord, whose name is Gabriel, appeared to Mary.
Who are you?
I am Gabriel. Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. He loves you very much.
Me?
I have been sent by God to tell you that you will soon have a son.
A son?
Mary was very surprised.
Yes, he will be called Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of God.
Now Mary was very obedient, and she said,
I am the handmaid of the Lord. May God do with me as he wants to.
Mary wanted to do just as God asked of her. How am I doing, choir master?
Wonderfully, Cherub Wings. Go on.
Now, near the time that Mary was going to have her baby, a very important governor sent soldiers to announce a new law.
Okay, listen up, everyone. The Emperor Caesar Augustus says that all of you need to go back to your home city to pay some taxes.
A tax is money.
Cherub.
Whoopsie. So, Mary and Joseph made their way to Bethlehem, because that's where Joseph had to pay taxes. But when they got to Bethlehem, guess what happened? All the hotels were full. Well, they weren't called hotels then. They were called inns.
Well, I've tried nearly all the inns, and it looks like all of them are full. How do you feel, Mary?
I'm very tired, Joseph, but don't worry. God will provide a place for us. I'm sure of it.
Joseph and Mary were very tired. They had been looking and looking for a place to stay, and Mary was about to have the baby. No room at the inn, no room at the inn. Joseph and Mary kept knocking and looking, knocking and looking, and knocking and looking, again and again. Finally!
Here's the last one. I'll go and ask.
And so they knocked at one more inn.
No room at this inn. You have to go away. I've no room to spare. You cannot stay. No room at this inn. Just make your way out. Go back to your donkey and turn about. Go back to your donkey. You know the way out.
And off the innkeeper went and slammed the door while he was at it. Poor Mary and Joseph were so tired and didn't know what to do.
Oh God, please help me to know what to do. I have no idea. I haven't a clue.
It's sad that Mary and Joseph had no place to go. No one knew how special they were and how very special the baby would be.
But God had a special place for them.
It wasn't a fancy inn. In fact, it wasn't an inn at all. It was a very different place.
A place no one would have expected the Son of God to be born in.
Not a palace.
Not a castle.
Nope, not in a big fancy building either. God's Son was born in a humble stable.
And oh, it was a wonderful night. There was a big star shining in the sky. Nearby, some shepherds were watching their sheep when...
This is one of my favorite parts.
Go ahead, Cherub.
When suddenly, an angel appeared to the shepherds. The angel had a very special message for them. He told them where to find Jesus. And the shepherds were so excited. They ran to the stable and